feet? What carries the aroma of Krishna's lotus feet?
Tulsi.
Here it is Vedic sounds.
Jihranti karna vivarair shrutivata neetam.
Oh.
Shruti, the Vedic sound, that carries the smell. And how do they experience that smell? How do they experience that smell? Through hearing, karna vivarai. Through hearing. So the ear holes, they have taken over the function of the nostrils. The ear holes have taken over the function of the nostrils. And you will see that ear holes take over the function of eyes also. You see, after a few more prayers, you will see that ear holes have taken over the function of the eyes also. Therefore, Brahma's prayers actually explain the importance of hearing from pure devotees. Hearing the vibration of Vedic knowledge from pure devotees is very, very important. Twadbhayam dravina deha suhrannimitta shokaspruha paribhavo vipulascha lobaha tvan mameti asad avagraha arati moolam yavan nate angrim abhayam pravanita lokai. So this is about people who don't appreciate that Vedic sound, who have closed their ear holes to the Vedic sound. So when they close the ear holes to the Vedic sound, then what happens? Please read translation.
O my Lord, the people of the world are embarrassed by all material anxieties. They are always afraid. They always try to protect wealth, body and friends. They are filled with lamentation and unlawful desires and paraphernalia. And they avariciously base their undertakings on the perishable conceptions of my and mine. As long as they do not take shelter of your safe lotus feet, they are full of such anxieties.
Did you hear this before?
Yes.
Where?
Demigod's prayers.
Yes. The demigods also prayed the same thing. They also said that those who have not taken shelter of the lotus feet, the umbrella of your lotus feet, they are candidates to suffer because they have not taken shelter of your lotus feet. Deivena te hate diyo bhavata prasangat sarva shubho pashamat vimukhendriye kurvanti kama sukale salavaya dina lobha vibhuta manaso akushalani shasvat. So the use of the word shasvat is very interesting because previously also this word was used. Anyway, let's read the translation. We'll go back to the analysis.
O my Lord, persons who are bereaved of all auspicious performance of chanting and hearing about your transcendental activities are certainly unfortunate and are also bereaved of good sense. They engage in inauspicious activities, enjoying sense gratification for a very little while.
So the word Shashwat, what is the nature of these people? These people are they don't take up they are not interested in devotional service and they are always engaged in inauspicious activities. Akushalani Shashwat, that they are always engaged in inauspicious activities and they are enjoying sense gratification, but that enjoyment is for a little while. So we saw this word Shashwat coming before. Where did it come?
The second verse also. Second verse it came. So form that is Saswat Devitra Tamasa.
So Krishna is eternally free of ignorance, and those who try to understand Krishna, they are eternally free of ignorance. Okay? And those who turn away from Krishna, they are eternally suffering. Krishna is eternally free of ignorance, and those who understand Krishna, they are also eternally free of ignorance. And those who turn away from Krishna, they are eternally suffering. It's a very simple. And what is the type of suffering they go through? Please read Madhu. Next translation. What is the type of suffering they go through?
O great actor, my lord, all these poor creatures are constantly perplexed by hunger, thirst, severe cold, secretion, and bile, attacked by coughing winter, blasting summer, rains, and many other disturbing elements, and overwhelmed by strong sex urges and indefatigable anger. I take pity on them, and I am very much aggrieved for them.
So this is the mood of the spiritual master. So Brahma, being the spiritual master of his own parampara, he is the preceptor of his own parampara, he is expressing his mood that these guys, they are suffering so much. The whole list of the suffering is actually listed here. What are the different types of suffering they are going through? They are constantly perplexed by hunger, thirst, severe cold, secretion, bile, attack, coughing winter, blasting summer, rain, disturbing elements, strong sex urge, indefatigable anger. So many different, the whole list of suffering is there. They are going through suffering because they have turned their face away from Krishna. So the spiritual master feels great compassion for all of them, and he wants to do something about it.
So, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
is it not we are also going through all this then?
Yes,
We are
because we are
trying to see
Maya.
Krishna, but
Mm.
we also getting coughing cold and all this blasting winters.
Correct.
So, it is fine for us. And we are trying to look at Krishna. We are not there. So we are in that category.
So there are two answers to this. Okay. One answer to this is in the Sadagoswami Ashtakam. You know Sadagoswami Ashtakam, right? One answer to this is in Sadagoswami Ashtakam. What is that? In Sadagoswami Ashtakam, Srinivasacharya is talking about the activities of the six Goswamis. He's saying, Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibi Kalavasani Kritau Nidrahara Viharadadi Vijitau Chatyantadi No Chayo. So, Nidra, Ahara, Vihara. If one has to gain victory over this, what one should do? Sankhya Purvaka Gana Nama Natidi Kalavasani Krita. Means what? One should chant scheduled number of holy names. Nama. One should sing scheduled number of songs. Gana. One should offer scheduled number of obeisances. Natibi. And this should be done time to time. Kalavasani Krita. If one does this, one can gain victory over Nidra, Ahara and Vihara. This is one answer. Okay. What is the second answer? The second answer is that is there in the Bhagavatam, is there in Kapila Siksha. You're going to study Kapila Siksha, you'll see that when the person becomes devotee, then the material nature acts less powerfully on him. Okay. That means that to the extent we are devoted to Krishna, to that extent the bodily troubles simply become an impetus for advancement in Krishna consciousness. It becomes an impetus for detachment from the body. Like yesterday we were discussing, what is the anxiety of non-devotees? Like one fellow is very much worried that his dog is not passing stool?
Sorry.
No, you can laugh. There's no point. There's no, there's no problem with laughing. But it is his anxiety that his dog is not passing stool, and he has to take the dog to a doctor and get some medicine for the dog and make sure that it passes stool. I was working in Dubai, okay, and our company made the the highest, the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa. So when they were making that building, what is one of the major anxiety of the engineers who are designing that building? You know what is one of the major anxieties?
Falling.
I mentioned before, right?
Stability.
Huh?
Stability of the building.
No.
When they flush in, how it will fall.
They have a toilet in the topmost floor. How to bring that stool from the topmost floor to the bottommost floor? It's a major source of anxiety for the engineers. They spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to bring the stool from the topmost floor to the bottommost floor.
Oh my god.
What do you think? We have anxieties like that?
Pipe.
Huh?
Pipe.
By pipe, huh? It's not so easy.
Pipes cut.
It's not so easy. When the stool gains velocity along with water, it can break the pipe also. So you have to make some very special arrangement to break down the stool, to break the velocity of the stool, to break the velocity of water, make it slow at different places. It's not so easy to bring the stool from 125th floor to the ground floor.
I don't know exactly.
So when a person becomes devotee, then what happens?
Less action, not less pressure on us.
Less.
The material nature acts
Less on us.
less forcibly.
Yes.
The effect of material nature becomes less and less. We may cough, okay, and we may find some remedy for the cough. But we are not thinking, oh, I'm coughing, my life is finished, maybe I have cancer. Go to Google and then find out what coughing means. And then Google will say that all the different type of diseases in the world, everything you have symptom for.
Yeah.
And then you go to doctor, you tell doctor, I have come to you. Don't find out what is my disease. I already know what is my disease. I already checked in Google. I will advise you what is my disease. We are not better.
No, but
We-
sorry, I meant
We know this material body is there.
Yeah.
And we also know that it is not going to be pleasant to have this material body. Right? We know both these things. And we know that as long as it is there, we have to be with it. And then make the best use of the
That one.
bad bargain. That's it.
Yes.
Is it not?
Yes.
So as long as the material body is there, the troubles associated with the material body is always going to be there. Nobody said it is not going to go away. Okay? But the point is, the way you look at those troubles and what you do with them and what they do to you becomes completely different. Like, to get bitten by a snake and die, it is considered according to Vedic system as a sinful death. Okay. Generally, if a person gets bitten by a snake and then he dies, then he becomes a ghost. Generally. Now, to get bitten by a snake and dying is bad enough. And then to know that in 7 days one snake will come and bite you is
More bad.
More bad. Worse than just going on the road and getting bitten by a snake. Unexpectedly it comes, ding, it bites, and then you die. It's okay. But 7 days you're waiting for the snake to come. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
It's more bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that curse comes from a useless guy. Is
More additional battle.
even more bad. And then it goes to an exalted guy.
Worst.
Is
Worst.
worst. And then what Parikshit does with it?
Calmly sitting.
Blessing. Takes it blessing.
He says that the Supreme Lord has graciously overtaken me in the form of the curse of a Brahmana. He didn't even say that the Supreme Lord has lousily overtaken me in the form of the curse of a Brahmana. What does he say? The Supreme Lord has graciously overtaken me in the form of the curse of a Brahmana. We may not be in that level, but at least we are not worrying about dog will pass stool or not.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Nor are we worried that how to bring the stool from.
Oh, no, that is.
So our worries are how to chant without offense.
Yes.
Yeah, how to do more devotional service, how to deal with devotees in nice manner. So we have a whole different world of worries, and how to utilize this body better and better in devotional service. So. यावत् प्रतक्तम् इदम् आत्मन इंद्रियार्थ माया बलम भगवतो जन ईश पश्येत् तावन्न संस्कृतिर असौ प्रतिशंक्रमेत व्यर्थापि दुःख निवहम वहाति क्रियार्थ ओके प्लीज रीड
Number 9th, no? O my Lord, the material miseries are without factual existence for the soul. Yet, as long as the conditioned soul sees the body as meant for sense enjoyment, he cannot get out of the entanglement of material miseries being influenced by your external energy.
Yeah, so this is the whole essence of the discussion of 7th chapter. This is the whole essence of the discussion of 7th chapter. We already saw this in 7th chapter. Okay, next, please read.
Such non-devotees engage their senses in very troublesome and extensive work, and they suffer insomnia at night because their intelligence constantly breaks their sleep with various mental speculations. They are frustrated in all their various plans by supernatural power. Even great sages, if they are against your transcendental topics, must rotate in this material world.
Yeah, you see, even the great sages, they must rotate in this material world if they are against your transcendental topics. Okay. This is the verse he was referring to, our Revati Nandan Prabhu. Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hrit asye sutekshita pato nanunata pumsam yadyadhyat urgaya vibhavayanti taddat vapu pranayase saddanugrahaya. Very beautiful verse. Okay, please read.
O my Lord, your devotee can see you through the ear by the process of bona fide hearing, and thus their heart becomes cleansed and you take your seat there. You are so merciful to your devotee that you manifest yourself in the particular eternal form of the transcendence in which they always think of you.
So now what has happened? The ears have taken over the function of eyes. Asya Shutekshita Pato. Shutekshita Pata means what? Shuta Ikshita. Shuta by hearing, Ikshita seen through the ears. Pataha, they have taken the path. They have taken the path of seeing you through the ears. There's very beautiful description of the Lord's form in the Vedic literature, and they hear this beautiful description from the bona fide speakers, and then they get attracted to the form. Yeah. They see you through the ear. They get attracted to the form. And when they hear about a particular form and they develop attraction to that particular form, then the Lord is so merciful that He manifests that particular form in the heart of the devotee. Taddat vapu pranayase sad anugrahaya. In Brahma Samhita also, Brahma says the same thing. Yam krodha kama sagaja pranayati bhiti vatsalya moha guru gaurava seve bhavai sanchintya tasya sadrasim tanuma purete govindam adipurusham tamaham pachami. Same thing. Okay.
So what's the simple conclusion that the form Lord always manifests, or it is the devotee's desire according to his Lord manifests?
See, the relationship between the devotee and the Lord is existing. Okay? The devotee has an existing relationship with Krishna. Okay? So, that existing relationship is a particular form of Krishna. Okay? But when the jiva falls down to material world, he forgets the relationship. Okay? Then, by mercy of devotees, he comes to understand that there is Krishna and he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I should perform devotional service to him. So then he starts performing devotional service. Adho Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Tata Bhajana Kriya, Tata Anartha Nivritti, Tata Nishtha, Tata Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava. So at the stage of Bhava, it starts becoming clear that what form of Krishna he is actually related to, and what is his relation with that form.
Is it eternal?
Yeah.
Or can that form be changed? The
So
relation can be
in
changed.
Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunai Shravanadi Suddha Chitte Kuryautai.
Yes.
Okay. So it says Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. That is already there, is eternally there. It's not that something which you have to get externally from. Okay. It arises due to pure hearing and chanting. So this is the explanation which is given by our acharyas. Of course, there are other Vaishnavas who say that it has to be acquired, but our acharyas don't agree with that explanation. They say that it is eternally existing.
Means we can't change the form in which we are serving Lord.
Why would we change?
Because
It's not like some Swarupa upgrade. It's not like I am in business, I am in going in economy class and I want business class. Okay. It's not like that. See, all this understanding of higher rasa, lower rasa, this is all as long as we don't understand rasa. Okay. When we really understand rasa, that's why, but these are all theoretical study and it is required. It's not that it's not required, it's not useless and things like that. It's all theoretical study, it is required. That's why our acharyas have given this. But Rupa Goswami also says that rasa tattva is not something which can be theoretically understood. It has to be experienced. It has to be experienced. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Asamsayam samagram mam yatagyasyasi takshunu. Asamsayam samagram. What does that mean?
Vanquishing the doubts.
That is asamsayam. Samagram? Completely. Removal of doubt is different from completeness. These are two different things. You understand? Without doubt is different from having complete knowledge. Because doubt depends on your ability to ask a doubt. Okay? It depends on our ability to ask a doubt. It does not depend on, it depends on the amount of knowledge you have to that extent you can ask doubt. Like for example, I don't know if you know that there is a breakfast dish called idli. You know that? So can you ask doubt about idli? You cannot. Yeah. Same way in France there may be some breakfast dish with some very fancy name. I never able to pronounce French. Some very fancy name might be there. Can I ask any doubt about that? No, because I don't know it. So our ability to ask doubt is limited by the knowledge we have. Okay. So therefore, asamshayam refers to the amount of knowledge we may have. And samagram refers to knowing everything which we may not know at that time. So therefore, whatever your existing doubt will also be removed, and you will come to know what you don't know also. That's what Krishna says there. Asamshayam samagram mam yatagyasyasi takshunu. In your existing position, you may have your doubts about me. I will remove all those doubts. And you may not know things about me. I will give you whatever you don't know also. So both Krishna will do. Starting from 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Is okay? But there's a twist. What is the twist? What is the twist? What is the twist? The twist is Krishna is unlimited and knowledge about Krishna is also unlimited. So technically you cannot know everything about Krishna. But Krishna is saying Samadram. That means is he lying? Why he is not lying?
Because as much you can understand, Krishna will do.
That he can say like that, no? As much you can understand, I can tell you.
No, like
He is a Samadram.
your ability to understand. Like the glass, it can be small glass, big glass. You fill the small glass. Otherwise overflow.
So Samadram means that you can understand Krishna to the extent of your Swarupa. Okay? That's like small glass, big glass, you can say, but it's exactly not like that because everything is big glass. So to the extent of your Swarupa, you can understand Krishna. And that is complete understanding. That understanding of Krishna satisfies you. You don't have to know more about Krishna. That understanding of Krishna satisfies you. Even if someone comes and tells you more about Krishna, you are not interested. Okay? Like you go and tell the gopis about Narayana, they are not interested. Okay? They are happy with Krishna as cowherd boy. Okay? If you go and tell some people who are worshipping Narayana and Aishwarya about Krishna, they are not interested. They say, oh, he is all an incarnation of Narayana, that's it. Or Narayana is so great, he's just an incarnation of Narayana, that's it. You go and tell Hanuman that Krishna is calling you. Hanuman says, okay, let me see. Go and tell Hanuman Rama is calling you. Before you finish the sentence, he already gone there. There is a holy place in India, in Andhra, it's called Ahobilam. Okay. This is a Narsimha Kshetra. And there is one particular Narsimha. Okay. Hanuman was once sitting and doing Ramanama Sankirtan in Ahobilam. And this Narsimha was flying over Hanuman. And then Hanuman saw Narsimha, okay. And then he continued his Ramanama Sankirtan. And Narsimha got great desire to be worshipped by Hanuman. But Hanuman is so absorbed in Ramanama Sankirtan that he saw Narsimha and then he just continued his Ramanama Sankirtan.